my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 7 of Rags to Riches Vampire Edition. And we have our welcome wagon here, and specifically we have Caleb, and I can never say his last name. Caleb, we don't have it. Caleb Vittore. I don't know if his sister is coming too. I know he has the ability to walk in the daylight, or I think he does. He wants to buy an oven. Well, I don't really need an oven since you're a vampire and you don't eat the food. Can we go introduce ourselves? Or why don't we just invite neighbors in? Can we do that? Why is he not doing that? Oh, is he blocking the door? Silly Caleb. You need to move away. Let's get the walls down, and we're going to fly here as a bat. Because then the door doesn't matter. Vittore, yes. And hopefully he's not burning. And invite neighbors in, because that's why I did put an overhang there, so they have this little bit of space. That cost me very little, because all it cost me was the price of the 2 poles, which I think were pretty inexpensive. That mailbox is pretty massive, I can say. Thank for coming. I know that I think at the next level of this aspiration, they need to have good friends, so we can try and become good friends. It's funny that we didn't actually become friends right away, given that we have incredibly friendly. A little bit surprising. And surprising, is Vlad coming now? I thought he sometimes burns out in the sun. I guess he can be out there for a little bit of time. Does he have uncontrollable hissing? I might take that, because I've taken other ones, like the, not that I've played with vampires that much, but I've taken the one where they are uncomfortable in the sun. I don't think I want to do that one. And I definitely don't want them to be uncomfortable in, oh, we already know Vlad. I don't want them to be uncomfortable. All we have is vampire things. I guess we're in a vampire neighborhood now, so we know that I'm going to ask how vampires are accepted here. Because where they came from, it was not accepted, and there were people after them. I'm still looking for some way for him to ask a deep conversation about how vampires are accepted in this city, this neighborhood, this area, because they were not accepted in their old country. Oh, we successfully resisted drinking for 3 days, so we have 2 more days till we get to the next one. Oh, he's ambitious. I do find that the vampire ones take quite a while, because the knowledgeable one, I think you have to be a vampire for 20 days or something like that from when you get to that tier. Is that a good thing? What's he doing? Show off powers. Well, I don't think you got any powers compared to them, I have to say, because they're much higher up on the vampire skill or scale than you are. Discuss interests, and I don't think we can get any training, gossip about ancient vampires, because we need to build our, I guess we could buy some books. That's what we should do. We should have them reading. Now can they do this inside? Because if they go outside, this is bad. We'll try requesting it and see, and that didn't work. didn't like me doing that. I don't really want to. Why don't we make a vampiric pun and see if we get anything good. I just popped it down just so I could see it. We'll close that. So it's out of our way. Did you see the end of the vampire video game tournament? They were neck and neck. Excuse me. Gossip. Heartfelt compliment. Are we friends with both of them now? We're friends with Caleb. We know he's ambitious. And we're friends with Ladislaus. Is that how it's pronounced? We're just friends, so we will heartfelt compliment. I'm surprised. I wonder where his sister is. Because he has a sister. Lilith, I think her name is. He's materialistic. Talk about grilled cheese. Do you remember grilled cheese from when you used to be able to eat? Because I miss it. I miss eating. Because he's just a new vampire. Unlike them, they've probably been vampires for a while. Thanks for coming. Can we try and figure out what his last... You can ask if he has a career. Just get to know him. Deep conversation, that was what I wanted, because I wanted to find out his last trait. Now we know that Ladislaus Vladislaus is, well, I thought we knew he was a mixologist, but maybe that was our sister that asked that, and not us. And I normally will buy with the points, which she doesn't have that many because I'm not switching him around a lot. I often buy Observant, but I know there's also a way of doing that with your vampire skills, and I've heard that builds your helps you move up in your levels. So therefore I don't want to, I decided I wouldn't bother with that right now. But I don't know if you can use that on other vampires, so I guess from that perspective it would have been useful. But we're not going to ask the Cloud Gaze, that would be very dangerous. We'll burn them both up. It was Vlad that he was getting the option to do that. Did we actually ask? Oh, Vlad. Vlad is unemployed. I should just call him Vlad. It's so much easier for me. Deep conversation. Did we learn his Oh, he's a foodie, he's ambitious, and materialistic. That's an interesting, a foodie vampire. I assume he is not, doesn't get disgusted by food, because there would be much point being a foodie if you can't eat much food. So he is a music lover. Watch. What are we going to watch? I wonder why we have the option to watch. I mean, I know you can watch toddlers. Why are you watching him? I've never noticed that. Is that because he's a vampire? Or is he going to sing or something? So we don't seem to have the ability to watch Caleb there. Yep, we became friends with Caleb Batore. I think it's how it's pronounced. But I'm not sure. So let's deep conversation, because we're still trying to find out his traits, and they obviously we're not having an active conversation. Oh, he must be. Well, we can't watch him. It's probably because he's good. Colin. Okay, I don't know who Colin is, but you can invite him in. So she's okay. She's done with school for the day. She's doing satisfactory work, but her teachers at Buckingham High think she could easily improve with just a little bit of extra effort. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, is she burning up? You need to get inside, girl. I guess you can go here, because we don't know who Colin is. Colin O'Neill. We're going to brighten his day. She's out of the sun. I guess she could introduce herself to our neighbors. She knows. She only needs to introduce herself to Caleb there, because she doesn't know Caleb. Oh, good. It looks like our welcome wagon went well. It lasted all the way till 3 o'clock. They're going now. Oh, I guess if Colin didn't know about vampires, he might be wondering what's going on with people disappearing like that. I usually like to have 2 doors to a house, because I do find sometimes people block the door and then you can't get out. Luckily, because they're vampires, they can just fly as a bat, and because they have the fly as a bat ability, they can get out that way. So I guess they both know him. I don't know if we know his traits. Oh, he's self-assured, a geek, and he's a manual laborer at Green Fist Garden Solutions. Well, that's not a job we could ever do, because we can't go out in the sun. Reached painting level 9. Reveal brilliant invention. Actually, does he want? No, he doesn't. He wants to make a great catch. Oh, what is his problem? Oh, he's getting hungry. He has some plasma packs. Drink. Give props. You drink your drink. And create a plasma pack. And the ciclet's only 19, so we'll create a plasma pack out of that. And we'll give... I haven't been doing a very good job about these frogs and breeding them today. I'm guessing she must be getting hungry too. Yep. Thirsty, I should say. I need to get used to saying thirsty and not hungry. Yep, and he needs some more. And he also needs to do some meditation. Since we don't have a bed, we need to keep up on that. But we have this... I was just trying to get the walls out of my way. We're gonna go here. And try and do it out there, because we know we're in a vampire neighborhood. Maybe not a lot of room in here to do it. I just hope he doesn't actually go out into the sun, because that'll just kill his dark. meditation. So do it right there. Good, good boy. And you, my dear, you should probably have another pack. I do think the teens need more social. So she's actually, her needs other than her thirst were pretty good. Let's try and become friends with Colin. Tell joke. Compliment outfit. Now poor, oh, I know what he needs to do. Do we have any books? I don't, because I think we just, I highly doubt we have any of the vampire tomes. And I think, let's see what level he is of vampire lore. He's 4, so we actually need to buy the first one, because that one goes, and it shows you right there, we need to buy the first one. It's one thing with the vampire books is you can tell what book that you're on, because you're on the one that you, is the highest one you can unlock. That's the book that you need to read. Because even though when I do this, sometimes they say reread, but it's actually not telling me to reread, it's just telling me to read it. Let's read it. And, oh, they're on the couch, so we can't. Are you gonna go? Did he say goodbye? Or he's going for a job. Who acquired the fitness skill? Oh, he must have talked to him about something in fitness, and that helped him acquire it. So you, my dear, it's probably too early to go out. I'm afraid she would burn up if she went outside, because I want her to go cloud gaze or sun gaze, star gaze. It'll be cloud gaze, but she needs to do it, and it might be after 6. So let's go fast. I'll be back when they're finished with their reading and their homework. It's a little later now, and I have had Sylvia, she finished her homework, and now she did some cloud gazing, except for it really probably be stargazing in this neighborhood, because she didn't get burned when she went out, and I did breed the frogs, and so now she's painting an abstract painting. I did realize that doing homework was taking a lot of time, so I bought some club perks with a lot of points. So the first one I bought was this homework boost, which increases the speed at which their Sims will complete their homework during a club gathering. And then I already had the painting, but I decided I would get the charisma boost and the fishing boost because he's been doing fishing. I wasn't sure what other one I wanted, so I left the points in case we, maybe need to do the handiness boost if he starts working on that. But right now we're not, so I thought I'd just leave it. So we'll just get that out of our way. So and I have Bryce over doing some more fishing so that, we can sell the expensive fish, just trying to get up his skill since I bought that point. I'm in the wrong sim. So he hasn't caught anything, and he's just fishing, not fishing with bait. But once he's fished a little bit and she's maybe done one more painting, I may as well do it right now. I'm going to go in here, and as I said, this part we're going to try and have a street sale. So I am going to get a street gallery, which is 400 simoleons, and that didn't work, so I'm going to actually just make it in an easier spot. There we go. I was trying to click and drag instead of just... Anyways, it's fine. It's done now. I'm going to stick that in his inventory. So once she finishes painting, I am going to have him go over to the square and start a street sale with what will become 5 paintings. And no thank you, Diego, we don't want to go to a walleye. I don't know walleye were in Granite Falls normally, but I wonder if they come here even if you have that pack. I'm going to check, because it'll tell me here if they're where they are in the household collections tab. I'm just going to minimize some of these things. We don't need the metals, fossils, fish, that's where I want to be. Yeah, it is the Granite Falls. So I guess you can catch some Granite Falls fish here. That's interesting. I didn't realize that. But it is only worth 27. The only reason I might want to keep it is because I might prefer to have him fish with bait using that. Oh, that looks like a tiny little fish. Looks like a goldfish. Let's see. Am I right? Is it a goldfish? It is a goldfish. We will make a plasma pack out of that. And let's see. No, she's not finished her painting, so let's go fast because this is going way too slow. Let's see what he can catch. Oh, he caught another fish, another goldfish. Yep. 2 plasma packs. Let's see if we get another one. What do they have in the water here? I can't really... There's a bass I see. I can't really... And I see an angelfish. Maybe because it's dark, it's hard to see. Does that look like an eelfish? And he caught a minnow. That's good for plasma. Even this walleye is 27. So it's less than 50. It would make a good plasma pack. But we can always do it. Doesn't matter if it's become foul. Let's see if these frogs are ready. And they are indeed. Sun Surfer. So I'm going to drag them over to Sylvia's inventory and breed them there. He's getting good. He's catching lots of fish now. I guess because his skill is getting better. I'm just putting them back in. I'm putting them back in Bryce's inventory just because I don't want to forget and have them be... It's always worth 2,000 in Sylvia's inventory when she goes to school. So she has done her homework, and she's a C student. I don't think... I was thinking about making her do... We're going to do realism painting, a large one. What was she doing here? Playing Blick Block. And who is this? He must be a vampire too. My goodness, there's tons of vampires in this neighborhood. I guess we could go do a friendly introduction instead. Let me see where she is on her popularity, friend of the world aspiration. Oh, she has to introduce herself to people. You can stop painting and go introduce yourself. Oh, he's uncomfortable. Oh, is that because he needs to drink? Well, he can't drink from us. We're a vampire. So he caught... Oh, he's reached level 6, so we can now catch rainbow fish from fishing spots that contain them. Bright Day. All I can think is that he's a prime vampire. He needs it to be in a... I was thinking about requesting vampiric training, but he needs to be in a better emotional state for us to do that. Deep conversation. So she is now level 3. Now I probably should get him. What's this that he's catching? Is that garlic? More garlic? Plasma fruit. Oh, we'll have to definitely plant that. So let us get him over to the... Fly here as a bat. And you can stop fishing for now. Oh, he wants to make a great catch. I probably should have tried. So now that he's here, we are going to place that in the world. And then we're going to view inventory. Drag that there. Stock table. And we didn't do a very efficient job, I have to say, of putting the paintings on the table. At least you put the more expensive. Now we want to mark up prices, and I'm going to do 300% because the 200% actually doesn't work in my game. It only returns 150%, but 300% works. I think the 100% works. I haven't really paid attention because I had been using 200% recently. Start a street sale, and now let's go check in on Sylvia. I don't know that we can give him anything. Oh, there's Caleb. Oh, we can't do anything with him. He must have been about to leave. Discuss interests. Wish we could offer him a... I don't know whether he would take a plasma pack. I guess what we need to do is we need to get our plasma fruit tree planted. How is he a vegetarian? That's an interesting combination, I have to say. He's a vegetarian. I guess he has plasma fruit salad and plasma packs, though a lot of the plasma packs are created by frogs and fish, so I wouldn't think a vegetarian would eat those, I have to say. Which strike me as unusual. So we're going to go keep painting. How is your fun? Oh, your thirst isn't so good. And of course you don't have any plasma packs in your inventory. Oh, we've spent a lot of money. How have we spent so much money? Oh, because I bought the table for 400 simoleons and she's been doing some paintings and we bought some. I understand. So we're going to turn that into a plasma pack because we need it. We're kind of broke. 248 simoleons is not very much when plasma packs cost $50 a go. That's not the best. So let's see. And how are her needs other than she's a bit thirsty and she needs to have a shower? And we will have her drink another one, which she can luckily do. Is he still uncomfortable? Let's see if we can. We'll gossip about ancient vampires and discuss interests, because I don't know that we know his traits, and maybe we can't talk to him while... Normally they can talk while they're painting, so I'm not sure why we can't. Oh, there we go. We can ask if he has a career. What do you do? Because we're just kind of working from home right now. He's unemployed, Seiji is. Oh, we are no longer poor. We sold a painting. For 6,000 simoleons. That's what happens when you do a huge markup. So we're gonna stock the table again, just so that if he stops, and I can't automatically tend table because he's already tending it, so that's not an option. So can we talk to Victor here? Discuss interests? Yes, it does bump the other one up. So we will talk about best bait, and compliment outfit, tell a funny story. I don't know if we know Victor's traits or not. Let's see. Nope. Oh, thank you. One of you bought another painting for us. That one mustn't have been as valuable because we only got 1857. But, you know, anything helps. And now we can afford plasma packs, no problem. And we might even be able to expand our house a little bit. You know, add a little bit more room for them to, you know, do things in it. Perhaps well, there's no real rush for a kitchen. But we could get them a TV. That might be nice. So we need a little bit of room for that. And I had left a space for a woodworking table, but he kind of needs to get his handiness skill up before we bother with that. Compliment outfit. Ask about career. Oh, we can't do anything else. We're not chatting with Lily. Lily is gone. Is that a bat? Or a raven? Can we sell another painting? No, they left without buying anything. I guess that's what happens when you put a 300% markup on your paintings. It takes a while to sell things. But I think, let's see how she's doing. Oh, is he gone? Is that to say goodbye? I'll just cancel that. We're gonna go stargaze when she finishes that. Actually, we don't need to stargaze. We should have her take a thoughtful shower. That is worth... Oh, it's not... See, it looks like it's finished. But she's still painting it. And it is worth 2,552. Excellent job. We'll put that back in Bryce's inventory. And we'll let her... Oh, right. She can only do homework because she's a C student. She can only do extra credit when you're either B or A. Or you can do makeup work when you're an E or a... Is it F or E? I don't remember. But D or the lower. I think it's F. They skip E and go right to F, if I remember correctly. So I think we're going to leave it here. We have made some money, so we're now at 8,453 in our household funds, so they're doing quite well with 2 paintings sold on this table. So the 400 simoleons was a really good investment because it's definitely going to help them. And I might just extend their place a little bit, like I said, so they have room for a table. Because that would probably be good, and I don't think we need to... Oh, no wonder we're not selling anything. The street sale's over. So we'll come back and see whether... You know what? I'm gonna just cancel that. I'm gonna cancel that. We're gonna have them restock the table and whatnot, and we will see next time whether we have any luck selling the rest of the paintings in the next part. Thanks very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye! If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you like the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks very much!